Yo, what's up everybody? Welcome back to My Virtuarcade. Don't forget to hit that like button if you haven't already, and please subscribe if you haven't because it does help the channel to grow with all that weird algorithm stuff on YouTube. Today I'm going to be showing you my top 7 disappointing Wii games that were cancelled. Unfortunately, the games that could have been, should have been, but never really had a chance to achieve their full awesomeness on the Wii because, well, they got cancelled. But first I'm going to update you all on some new DJ mixes that I just uploaded on this channel. One being trap and bass, and the other two being two different types of progressive house. One a little bit happier and energetic, and the other really dark and heavy. So whatever mix you pick, I'm sure it's going to be a lot of motivation to keep you up all night while you're gaming during your session. And for all of you Mario Kart CTG mod players out there, there is a new update that was just released about last week, so be sure to pop that Mario Kart disc in and get your updates going. It includes 2 new tracks, and a bunch of improvements to the graphics and technical aspects of a lot of the older custom tracks that are on that game. And if you haven't downloaded CTGP yet, do it ASAP. You're missing out on a lot of fun. You do need the original disc though, so be sure to take a look into that.
The Wii. So many games. So much crap. That's not to say there wasn't also a good selection of some badass titles once you get past all the shovelware though. Hell, I still stand by the fact that the Wii has some of the best exclusives out there. And that selection could have been bigger and better if these 7 Wii games I'm going to show you were never cancelled. Now, I'm not the bearer of all bad news here, because the first game on the list actually comes with a link to the playable unfinished game. SpiderMan 4, being developed by Eurocom, was set to release alongside the movie Spider-Man 4 starring Tobey Maguire. However, the film was cancelled in 2010, ultimately bringing the cancellation of the game. The devs actually had levels in the works, and the unfinished version came to service in late 2019. Although far from complete, the game had most of the physics down, and what small graphical elements Spider-Man 4 displayed showed what possibilities this had to be a great movie tie-in game. Luckily for you and I, it is accessible to play right now via your modded Wii using a USB loader or with Dolphin. Check the link in the description for the download. Wow, I wish the rest of the games on the list had a small ray of sunshine to end on like that, but don't get your hopes up people. Be prepared for a lot of heartbreak. Damn, developer Redfly Studio had all their cards on the table with these 4 games that were in the works. Batman Arkham Asylum had a small demo showing what they could do with this game on the Wii. And for something that probably only had a few weeks of work put into it, I'm pretty sure this could have ended up being a well-polished game. To be honest, I don't think these old blurry videos compressed by YouTube really do justice for how this game would have and could have looked like. The shadowing, clouds and lighting effects, the rain, so much detail for a quick demo. Arkham Asylum would have definitely been a welcome title that us Wii owners completely missed out on that generation. When you hear of the game Devil May Cry, the first consoles you probably think of are PlayStation and then Xbox, and then that's it. But who would have thought that Redfly Studio had the big balls to even think of trying to bring this to the old lil Wii? Well, they in fact made a short demo showcasing what looks like a cross of Devil May Cry 1 and Devil May Cry 4.
Let's rock.
Again, I gotta factor in that this is old footage that is then compressed in YouTube. The cathedral architecture and red lighting effects suck you right into the universe, so I can bet that this would have looked amazing as a finished product. It would have been great to get my DMC fix on the Wii, but it seems like Nintendo didn't take the bait on this demo and let this would-be kick-ass game cry itself to sleep. Redfly's third demo should be a name familiar to all retro gamers. Dig Dug. Yep, Dig Dug, alright. Doesn't sound too mesmerizing, but the little demo that Redfly put together actually had a lot of promise on how they could bring this classic game into the third dimension. It was going to be a mix of 2D and 3D mechanics, and I myself got excited once I saw the underground segments of the game. endless intertwining caverns and tunnels, mazes. I was never really a fan of this series, but this entry looked like a game I could pretty damn well dig. Oh my god, this is a painful list. I guess I gotta keep on going though. The fourth cancelled game on my list was Red Fly's final pitch to Nintendo, Star Wars X-Wing vs. TIE Fighter 2. This was a flight simulator continuing the series that started on the PC in the early 90s. I'm not quite sure how the controls would have worked on this with the Wiimote. Maybe with the pointer, I don't see that being too comfortable though. It's a question that'll never be answered though, thanks to the game never being released. To be in that TIE Fighter taking down Rebel scum on the Wii would have been a nice bragging right as a Wii owner though. And I could definitely imagine all of the Xbox 360 and PS3 owners back then talking crap about the Wii not being powerful enough for such a game. But this short demo proves otherwise. And again, only a few weeks of work was put into this. I really wish we could see the final version of this. Disappointing, man. So disappointing. And speaking of Star Wars disappointments, developer Factor 5 really uses the Force to take the cake on this topic. Star Wars Rogue Leaders, otherwise known as Rogue Squadron for the Wii, was a deep dive into the entire expansive Star Wars universe. I mean, Factor 5 went rabbit hole deep on this game. The full trailer shows everything from piloting an X-Wing to first-person lightsaber duels, which is a freaking dream to us Wii owners. Speed biking through the indoor forest, the inevitable blowing up of the Death Star, and much, much more. There's literally nothing wrong about this game except for the fact that it never got released. And the most disappointing part about all of this, the game was fully complete. What the hell? I guess the unforeseen powers lurking around in 2008 decided to take a squat on this game, as it ended up being cancelled due to legal issues. This one still really stings a lot, and my only hope is that someone, somewhere, someday will just release the damn ISO so we can finally enjoy this beast of a game. But that won't happen because Disney. Jeez, this is so brutal. Alright, well here we are at the 7th game on my top 7 disappointing cancelled Wii games. Back in the heyday of the Wii, aside from the Call of Duty series, there was a huge shortage of first-person shooters on that little white console. Finding a variety of these was difficult until one developer by the name of HVS, or High Voltage Software, decided to step up to the plate and bring us the Conduit and Conduit 2. Not only were these games fun sci-fi shooters, but the graphics pushed the boundaries of what the Wii could do. HVS decided to stay true to the hardcore Wii gamers by starting work on The Grinder, a first-person shooter horror game which was said to be the Wii's Left 4 Dead. Set in a desolate desert grindhouse scenario, the trailer shows you being chased down by hordes of vampires, werewolves, and other creepy creatures you tend to take road trips out to the desert to see. The graphics look amazing, and even with so many things happening on screen, the game shows no slowdown, and blood. Lots of blood. That's all we really wanted on the Wii. Is that too much to ask? The game was supposed to be released in 2011 with top-down shooter versions for the PS3 and Xbox 360, but like most Tinder dates, the game was a no-show. Sigh. The Grinder is technically unofficially cancelled since HVS never actually came out and stated it was a cancelled game. But I highly doubt we're ever going to see it. I recently even sent HVS an email asking if there would be plans to release the ISO to the public, or even finish the game to sell, adding that maybe a crowdfund or petition could be started by yours truly. You never know. They have yet to respond back, but if you're interested in signing a petition or partaking in a crowdfund to get the Grinder backing gear, drop your thoughts in the comment section below. Well, that was about as painful as I thought it was going to be. Alright y'all, that's it for today. What are some of the cancelled game disappointments that you know of that I may have left out? What cancelled game on my list pisses you off the most? Do you think we'll ever see any of these demos released to the public? Let me know in the comments below. Thanks for watching peeps, see you next time.